With all the latest big talking points, news and discussion from the football world, this is Football Central.
Hello everybody and welcome to Football Central pre-match build-up to Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester United in a battle for the top four, as two other teams in a battle for the top four in West Ham and Leicester are coming to the end, and all we can say is the pack are after the foxes. Oh, hang on! Leicester have scored! Ian Nacho's just scored! And there's 5 minutes added on at the end.
Ian Nacho is bloody on fire. Anyway, carry on your intro.
It's 3-2 now, but West Ham showing their frailties again in the second half. But on a day where I think it's quite a pivotal weekend for the top four. You know, Chelsea winning yesterday puts them back in. In my opinion, Tottenham have to win, to have any chance realistically. I think they have to win. And but anyway, to discuss it all, as well as any other talking points, with me today is your host, Mr. TubeMix himself. Hello, sir.
Thank you. Hello, Sam.
And JLIWheels. Hello, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
On time for once.
And I have to say that, unfortunately, those hamstrings are not just playing up Antonio, they're playing up Ben Carney as well. It's still out with his hammies. So as the Hammers are getting hammered in the last few minutes, I'm sure Ben knows how they feel. Shout out to you, Mr. Carney. And I'm sure we'd also Ben celebrated his birthday this week, so I'm sure we'd all like to say happy birthday from all of us.
Absolutely, happy birthday, mate.
I was going to mention that, happy birthday, soft lad. I hope you're doing all right and get back here doing what you do best.
Yeah.
Yes.
Happy birthday, buddy. I hope you had a great day, even though it was a partial lockdown birthday. But I think we've all had those now. Some people, unfortunately, 2 in a row. But when we can celebrate them all, we will. And just before we get started, lads, as Leicester pile forward, just before we get started, the sad news about Prince Philip has passed away this week, and just a shout out to Prince Philip, who's given a lot to sport over the years and to society.
Yeah, 100%. We did speak about him the other day as well, but I think it's important that all of us as a unit definitely acknowledge His Royal Highness, what he did for sport, for young people as we are, with the Duke of Edinburgh scheme, and also just for being somebody at the forefront of trying to modernise the Royals as well, which is something that's really important as well, with the likes of William and Kate and Harry and she shall not be named. A joke, of course. Nothing wrong with Meghan. But yeah, no, a really important figure in modern British history, and may he rest in peace.
Yeah, he had a good innings, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Better
And,
innings than most, mate.
Let's hope we can do him a banquet of performance on the show. But anyway, we better keep going because we've not got much time today to kick off. I do like these. We've got 35 minutes, so I do like these shows because I think it keeps us on track.
Yeah.
So, handing over to your main host, whether he blows hot or cold or somewhere in between, we don't
Or he
know.
starts
But we'll
whispering.
find out. Mr. TubeMix himself.
Thank you very much, Sam and JLIWheels. Thank you very much, boys. Sam, another fantastic intro. You pulled it out of the bag again, as you always do. And so do you, JLIWheels, as well.
Well, can I get off that bench? You're going to get splinters up
Hey.
your ass.
We're all part of one team.
Absolutely.
You know, it's not a competition.
Right, so let's start with your team news, as we always do. Let's start with Tottenham, actually. So Hugo Lloris... What's that, sorry?
I said it is at Tottenham, so we're probably best starting with Tottenham.
Okay. So Hugo Lloris in goal. Sergio, Rondon, Dyer and Reguilon make up the defence. A midfield duo of Ndombele and Højbjerg. Then Lo Celso, Lucas Moura, Son Heung-min and Kane up front. On the bench, Alderweireld, Harry Winks.
Michael's coming up from the back. It's in the 95th minute.
Oh, here we go.
For a long throw.
Go on.
Oh no, it's a corner. It's a corner. It's over the head of the defender. It comes back into the defender. Oh, it's just wide. Just wide. I think it's I can't tell who it is at the minute. I think it was Fofana. Yeah, he's just headed it wide. Probably should have scored. And it is now all over. So West Ham do it again. West Ham, who must the nerves of those West Ham fans must be absolutely shocked. But
Jesse Lingard, mate, best player in the Premier League right now.
They've done it 3-2. I tell you what,
Yeah, Sam. Jesse Lingard, best player in the Premier League right now on current form.
yeah, can't argue with it.
Oh my.
Followed by Iheanacho, who obviously scored twice for Leicester today.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's fun watching West Ham at the minute. Brazil in the first half and West Brom in the second half at the minute. So
Hey, West Brom got a good result the other week. Don't, poor West Brom.
Anyway, I'll hand you back over now that excitement don't tell you that we don't get your nerve jangling here on Football Central.
Could you hear then? While you were talking about that? The absolute disgust in Will's voice while you were saying about how good Jesse Lingard is. He's like, oh.
Right, thank you very much, boys. So, let's get back to the team news. So,
You're on about the bench.
The bench, absolutely. So, warming the bench is Alderweireld, Winks, Gareth Bale, Eric Lamela, Joe Hart, Musa Sissoko, Ali Tanganga, and
Japhet Tanganga.
And Carlos Vinicius.
Why did you call him Ali? Oh, you mean Dele Ali, right? Got it.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
For United, Dean Henderson in goal comes in for David De Gea after playing on Thursday. Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof and Maguire. Luke Shaw, Scott McTominay, Fred, Bruno Fernandes, Pogba, Rashford and Cavani. On the bench, David De Gea, Juan Mata, Mason Greenwood, Ahmad, Alex Tellers, Nemanja Matic, Brandon Williams, Donny van der Beek and Axel Tuanzebe, and that concludes your team news for today's match.
Isn't it funny that David De Gea is now United's cup goalie?
Wait, is he fit? or is he not fit?
Dean Henderson's played 8 Premier League games in a row.
But is
Fantastic.
He must be, because
The guard is changing.
Wouldn't have him on the bench if he wasn't fit. Yeah, but I think saying the guard is changing is a little bit disrespectful to what David De Gea has done.
Look. I
think
appreciate he's done good for the past, but now is the time to move on.
Yeah, I do have to agree with Will. I think I understand what you're saying, Jordan. I love De Gea, but I think you'd have to say that.
Oh no! Don't get me wrong. I think that David De Gea. I think David De Gea is one of the most overrated goalkeepers in the Premier League.
Not when he was at his best.
No. But what I'm saying is that, as a United fan, I think you should be able to sit there and say, good for Dean Henderson, but it's a shame to see, De Gea being phased out, because he's been number one for, what is now going to be nearly 10 years.
And when he was at his best, he was the best goalie in the world. Definitely.
I completely disagree, but fine.
What?
De Gea has never been the best goalie in the world.
So a few years ago, when we were under Van Gaal and Moyes, and he was saving every shot that came near him near enough, and stopped us finishing in the bottom half, you wouldn't have said he was the best keeper in the world, eh?
No. Manuel Neuer. At that time, Manuel Neuer.
No, Manuel Neuer from about 2010 to 2014 maybe, but after that, De Gea took over the baton.
No.
He's playing. No.
You know what? We'll agree to disagree. That's fine. I've always said that. I think. I don't think Lloris is better than De Gea anymore. But I've always thought Lloris was a better goalkeeper than peak David De Gea,
He was very good. He was very good.
I know is controversial.
World class, but I tell you what, you need your eyes taken out and put back in. I'm sorry.
Which is controversial. I also think as well that at that time there were 3 goalkeepers that were right at the top of their game in the Premier League at that point. You've got Lloris, you've got Courtois, and you've got De Gea, and
Courtois had nothing on De Gea.
I completely Thibaut Courtois, for me, committed career suicide when he went to Madrid. Don't blame him, but I think that he showed that he was a goalkeeper that could have been number one for anybody, and then he went to Madrid, has made quite a few high-profile errors, and I don't think his stock is as high.
Talking about Courtois now, I
think if he would have carried on in the vein that he was going on when he was at Chelsea, I think Thibaut Courtois would be far and away the world's best goalkeeper. By now, I don't know. I don't even know if he's even in. He's probably in the top 10 based on his name and his past achievements alone.
Is he Real Madrid's number 1 at the minute?
He is, but then again, I think when you spend 80 million on a goalkeeper, you've still got to play him. He hasn't been that bad. He's not been. Kepa bad.
But nobody's Kepa bad. Let's be honest. If it doesn't matter whether you pay £200,000 for a player or 80 million, if they're not performing and your £200,000 player is playing better, then pick your £200,000 player.
Yeah, but you and me both know that the top leagues do not work like that.
I think they should. Maybe that's a debate.
I disagree. I agree. I agree with you completely. But it won't happen like that. That's why I can't believe that United spent 40 million on Van der Beek and all he does is warm the bench.
Well, he hasn't been that impressive when he's played, but he's not had a run.
Oh no, he's been shit. He's been shocking for 40 million. He's been shocking.
Definitely down the drain, I think. Did Ole even want to?
Well, no. Well, you can't give him a second season, but it's not been a great start.
Yeah. I mean, look
so-
at Ndombele. Look at Ndombele. He was awful, and then he's been class this season.
So what do you think then? Well, let's talk about the game today. The big news, and it would be sad for Spurs fans. Obviously, we're a big Man United fan, but I've been to the old White Hart Lane. I have a good connection with Spurs, and I think it'd be. I can understand why Harry Kane might want to go now, but I think, to be honest, I think it'll break his heart. Obviously, he'll carry on playing and be brilliant, but there's no doubt that he could, if the fans were there singing his name, he might change. So it'll be interesting to see what happens to Harry Kane, the Hurricane. But we have to. I think it's a shame because I think he's the type of man and type of player that if Spurs were challenging, he could stay there for the rest of his career. But I just think that as they're not.
I've got a shout for you. So, Barcelona getting rid of Messi in the summer, presumably, right?
Yeah.
That's what we've been told. I've not heard much more on it. I don't know if he's still going. Now, wherever he goes doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
Barcelona do not have an out-and-out striker that is first-team quality. That's why they bought in Martin Braithwaite from Leganes. So, in Harry Kane, you've got somebody that could play up front on his own or sit in that Messi number 10 role and dictate the play.
He's half a number. Harry Kane could be a number 10 or number 9, whatever you want him to be.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. So, for me, sod off Real Madrid, sod off Bayern Munich, sod off Paris Saint-Germain, go to Barcelona.
You could say then, let's say that, and this doesn't happen because they won't both go there, but let's say Messi decides to go to Portugal, say, or Germany, or doesn't come to England. Let's say he does leave Barcelona and he doesn't come to England, right? But he leaves Barcelona. So if Man City come in for Harry Kane and Barcelona, and they both haven't got, Aguero's going now, they've done very well without him, I get that, but they do need somebody else as well. If Barcelona and Man City come in for him and he wants to go and Spurs will let him go, but no saying Spurs are going to let him go because he's under contract. Who would you go to? When he's got Alan Shearer's record in his sights as well.
Now, if you're asking me, I would go to Man City without even flinching. But if you were Harry Kane, well, if I was Harry Kane, I'd still, even though I've got the history with Tottenham, because I'd want that record. Because in my opinion, if he goes on the way, he'll smash Shearer's record for the Premier League, and he'll smash Rooney's record for England.
Weren't you a person a few months ago that said the game was overrated?
Not Harry Kane. The thing is, I think people talk about Harry Kane as the world's best striker.
I think he's up there.
I think people talking about Harry Kane as the world's best striker is an absolute joke while Lewandowski is still playing.
Hang on. Alright, I'll put something else to you.
No, hang on. Let me just finish the point. But in the new role where he plays now, where he's allowed to dictate the tempo and do what he does, I don't think there is anybody better at what he does than that, because I can't think of anybody that plays the way he does other than a Lionel Messi. And you can't compare Kane and Messi because Kane can't run for shit.
Well, they're not the same type of player anyway.
But what I'm saying is, in that sort of can play anywhere, number 10, number 9 situation, I think Harry Kane is the perfect Lionel Messi replacement.
I would agree. He could play anywhere. He could play anywhere. Yeah, he could. But for versatility, what I would say to that then is here's an ultimatum for you. I think that Lewandowski is the best striker for goal scoring in the world, right?
Yeah.
Right, for pure and out goal scoring. But as a goal scorer, he's the best. But Harry Kane is probably the best all-round striker at the moment. Lewandowski for out and out goal, and Harry Kane's all-round play. So
the problem is that Harry Kane, as Harry Kane's being played right now, isn't really being played as a striker. I think
no, because he's played in a deeper role, hasn't he?
If you're looking at strikers, I think there are 2 or 3 that are better than him than out and out goal scoring. I look at Lukaku. I look at Lewandowski.
Do you think they'd be all right? Lewandowski, I agree with, but do you think Lukaku would be better than Harry Kane if you just played him up front? And he wasn't, because obviously coming deeper, he's not going to get the same amount of goals, is he? Because he's playing deeper.
No, that's what I mean. But I always felt like Harry Kane for Tottenham as an out-and-out striker. I don't know. I have just always thought that he is overrated. Yeah, you look at his goal scoring and it's good, but you look at the types of goals he scores. And, you'd sit there and you say, could such and such score that? Well, yeah, they could because it's a tap in from a yard. But,
He has scored some worlders as well.
I don't know. I've softened a lot over Harry Kane recently because I do think his achievements in the game are fantastic. I think Tottenham
he's not playing
so lucky.
He's not playing in as good a side as those top. Like, as good as you can't really compare Lewandowski and Kane, but as good as those players are, he's not playing in a side that's anywhere near as good as.
No, and I agree, but I think there, like you said, there is only one team in the Premier League that would be able to give him what he wants, which is Man City. But he's not going to go there.
I think he will because it's nowhere near Spurs, is it? It's Manchester.
Yeah, but they're still top 4 rivals, aren't they? I don't think Spurs would ever forgive him. I think either he sacrifices his relationship with Spurs fans and goes to Man City, or but then he probably he'd never hear the end of it. Or he moves abroad and forgets about the record, but I think he wants Alan Shearer's record.
I have to say as well, I do have to put it out there, that Harry Kane is the type of person with how attached he is to Spurs that could change his mind. He may change his mind.
The thing is, though, has it been definitively stated that he wants to leave?
No.
Didn't he do an interview? Didn't he do an interview?
No, because I was reading, he said he'll see, he wants to focus on the end of the season and then obviously the Euros, and then he'll see, which I think is a good way to,
He's one of those players, though, because he's so attached to Spurs, he might change his mind. I tell you, it will make him cry when he leaves Spurs, it will. He loves that club. He's a Tottenham fan, isn't he? It's like, when Gerrard was going to go to Chelsea and he went for his medical and couldn't sign, I could see that happening with Kane. I'm not saying it was, but you could see it.
It wasn't like that, though, was it? Well, it was, but when the Champions, there's a thing about a documentary about him on Amazon Prime. I recommend watching it, and he talks about how they were 3-0 down at half time in the Champions League final, and he basically had decided he was going to go to Chelsea and then obviously he could hear the fans singing "You'll Never Walk Alone," and they were 3-0 down. They had no hope, and then obviously they won the Champions League, and then he stayed. Don't know whether that's after what you're on about.
Gerrard.
Yeah, that's the story that he tells.
I didn't even know he was close to. I didn't even know that he could have gone to Chelsea.
Oh yeah, it's a massive thing, isn't it? Like the Lampard to AC, the Lampard to Inter Milan rumours. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
When Jose left Chelsea and joined Inter, there was massive rumours about Frank Lampard going to Inter Milan, and maybe he should have done because he would have won the bloody treble. But also if he would have stayed, if he would have gone to Italy, he wouldn't have won another league title with Chelsea. So.
And obviously, Chelsea was very close to his heart, isn't it, Lampard?
Well, actually, Will, do you know? Here's a stat. I bet you don't know this, Will. You will, Lord, obviously. But Lampard started his career at West Ham.
I did know that, yes.
Yeah, and West Ham fans. My dad's business partner's a West Ham fan, and he hates Frank Lampard. Hates him with a passion.
People do, don't they? People. I watched another documentary that I saw, and it was about. I don't remember. It was about Harry Redknapp. It was Piers Morgan's life stories or something like that. And like Harry Redknapp's choice to play Frank Lampard, and there was a press conference where he was taking questions from West Ham fans, and they said, "Name me." That he said he'll go to play for England, he'll win the Premier League, he'll win the Champions League, blah blah blah, and obviously he did all that. And then he turns around and he says, "Name me one player with a brighter future than Frank Lampard," and some bloke says Scott Canham. Now I don't even know who Scott Canham is, so that probably tells you everything.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Going to today's game then, unless Will, what do you think about Harry Kane's future at Tottenham? Should he stay in the Premier League if he goes, or go abroad?
I don't know. It's a hard one. I could imagine him at Real Madrid for some reason. Kane.
Yeah, but I don't know why. Because Madrid don't really need him.
He'd play though.
It'd be first name in the team sheet, but when you've got a Benzema, you've got Vinicius Junior, Asensio,
Benzema,
Toni Kroos, Casemiro, Isco, one of those world-class players is going to have to go.
Well, Isco has hardly played, I think, this season.
I don't think Harry Kane deserves to walk into that Real Madrid team. I think he will, but I think he won't have to prove himself, and he should.
I definitely couldn't imagine him at Barcelona for some reason.
No, I think that's the
ideal,
absolute perfect fit.
Really? Wow.
I think that Harry Kane would replace Lionel Messi perfectly.
Well, not replace, but come up. I don't think anybody can replace.
Because at the end of the day, and this is my thinking, Real Madrid are a team full of players that are reaching the end, right?
Yeah, that is true. Ramos.
Courtois in his 30s, Ramos, Marcelo, Kroos, Benzema,
Bale,
Asensio's getting towards his 30s.
They're like an old people.
Bale.
Then, Bale I don't think will come back. I think Bale
no.
He's a Real Madrid player though.
Yeah.
Get on the plane to the MLS, Gareth.
Even then, you're looking at like reserve players like bloody Nacho Fernandez is nearly in his 30s. Who's he got a right back? Oh, Carvajal. He's like
Marcelo,
29, 30, isn't he?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
I think Marcelo is second choice left back now, though.
He is to Ferland Mendy, yeah.
He was outstanding. He was.
Even then, here's another one. Eden Hazard is 30 now, isn't he?
And with his
30.
injury problems as well, I wonder if Madrid will want to offload him.
So if you're gonna be a player, a striker, in your peak / going over the hill, to not disrespect, this is just age-wise, statistically, you reach your peak sort of at the age that Harry Kane is, right?
Yeah.
If you're gonna go into a team full of players that are right towards the back end of their career, are you really going to be able to get what you want out of it? Now, contrast that with Barcelona, who, yeah, they've got older players. Don't get me wrong, they have got older players, but, their Ronald Koeman has changed them into an exciting team with a mix.
I don't think you'll last.
With a mix of your older players, your Messis,
Jordi Alba, Busquets,
It's good to have that. It's good to have that.
Busquets, Stegen, yeah.
Good to have that. You need a mixture of experience. Sure.
And then you've got your young players like God, what's his name? What is his name? Fati and Pedri. And players like Araujo and Mingueza.
Even Dembele.
And Ousmane Dembele is still a young player. So I think Barcelona are so much more of a draw.
They have a good mix.
Yeah. I disagree that Ronald Koeman won't last, because I think that if he carries on the way he has with Barcelona, then he will get what's asked of him.
Going back to today's game, more important for Spurs, more important for United in the context of the season.
I would say more. Oh, sorry.
More important for Spurs, results-wise.
Yes.
But in terms of, I don't know. I feel like a lot of United are where they are. But a lot of people still aren't convinced by United and Solskjaer. Won against Brighton when they shouldn't have done. Every single game I watch them play, and you hear the pundits. The pundits talk about they're individuals.
Yes, and I agree. I've not been
football
convinced.
Football is a team sport. Yeah, there are going to be times where. A lot of the time when they've got the Pogba and the Bruno and the Rashford, that they will be able to win games, but there will have to be games where they have to play as a team. And how the hell Brighton didn't get a penalty for that Maguire challenge, don't know, but that's fine.
Cavani's back with stuff.
You look at the players that they've got, and you say, yeah, great. Luke Shaw turned his career around this season. Don't care what anyone
He has.
says.
He's been fantastic. He has.
Yeah, so that's great. Wan-Bissaka should be on the plane for the Euros. I think it'll be him and Trent and James.
Not quite ready. No.
Yeah,
you've got to have Kieran. You've got to have Kieran in there. Kieran's got to go.
Yeah, but Atletico Madrid are in poor form.
I thought Trippier was great at Tottenham, but when I last watched England and Trippier played, I didn't think he was that great, to be honest.
There are a lot of options, and I think that ultimately it will either be, I would have Wan-Bissaka, but I do think it'll either be Walker or Trippier that takes the third choice right back spot.
So they're just about to kick off. We've got a minute, 15 minutes silence. So where do we think? So who do you think is most important for this game? Well, sorry, I forgot to.
Well, I'm just thinking maybe the midfield, possibly.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, Ndomble, he could be a threat, possibly. And obviously, you know, Lo Celso, Moira, Son and Kane, that's a pretty good line. And also, yeah, I would have to agree. If Spurs don't win this one, then they can say bye to the top four, because they really do need to win this.
I think Mourinho needs the pressure taken off as well.
Yeah, if they don't finish in the top four and don't win a trophy, then I think Mourinho will be gone.
I think maybe if Harry Kane does want to go and they don't get in the top four, he might say, well, we're going to bring it in now. Daniel Levy might say, all right, then we're going to bring in Nigel or something like that.
I just don't understand how United can play at 50 to 40% of the full capacity every game and still win, whereas you do get other teams that give 100% and win and lose.
I think
now,
we try our best, we're just not very consistent. Well, we have got better.
I don't think United are a team at all. I think United are a bunch of individuals. I can't believe that they've got as far as they've got. Get rid of both your first choice centre halves. They're both dog shit. Keep your full backs, they're great. Keep your midfield, I like it, great. And then you need another striker because Cavani's like 36, 37.
Oh, yes. I mean, if they could get Haaland, that would be fantastic.
You're never ever in a million years going to get Haaland. All the focus will be on in the summer is Sancho. And that I think that's not good, but that's fine.
Well, you never know. They might get Haaland. We just don't know.
His dad played for Man City. I really don't think he'll go.
Oh, he should have just rejected them because his dad played for Man. Oh, that's pathetic.
Not only that, but his dad got his career ended and leg broken by Roy Keane, who then said it was the best £250,000 he ever spent.
Yeah, but Roy Keane's not playing anymore, so he wouldn't.
No, but you know what I mean. There might be a little bit of a resentment towards United.
Oh, well, grow up if there's any resentment for that.
Oh, calm down, Will.
The game started.
Well, I just think if he's not going to come just because his dad's career was ended, well, that's pathetic then.
I will drive us home then. On this rant from Will, he's attacking me.
Oh, wait. Can we do our predictions? Sorry.
Well, the game's already started, but okay, sure.
Okay, Sam, what's your prediction?
2-0 Tottenham.
Okay. Jord?
Like I said, you know, United, bunch of individuals, probably aren't going to deserve to win the game, but they will. So I'm going to go for 1-0 to United. You?
I'm going to go 2-1 United. Yeah.
Okay, I'll bring us home. Thank you very much for watching the video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe to the TubeMix YouTube channel, as that helps us out massively. Spreads the good word, all that good stuff that you've heard before. We will be back to do post-match, will we? Or at least I'm free.
Sam, are you free for extra time?
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. And I will be too, so...
Yeah, okay. My thanks to my fellow co-hosts. Firstly, to the man whose channel this is on, Mr. TubeMix, as it wouldn't be possible without him.
Thank you.
Thanks, Will.
And also, one of my favourite people in the whole wide world, Mr. Sam Taylor. My thanks to you.
Thank you.
And yeah, on that note, enjoy the game, boys.
Absolutely, looking forward to it.
Chatting about how United didn't deserve to win, but won anyway, and yeah, we'll come back and talk about it later.
We will. Okay, see you, lads.